I'm going broke now. Might do a show in your town. Wait till I bring that. I'm on no road bounce.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA, all up in my face. I don't go nowhere without my brothers, that's my gang.
Good evening from... Let's do it. To Hayward. Won't go. Cousins up to block the shot.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Going to launch beyond the arc. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Has a look. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Durant. Almost, but no good. Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Flushes down the slam.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Durant. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Warriors have the basketball. Durant. That one also no good. To Irving. Fires the three, and Kyrie Irving makes good from beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Durant. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Knocked loose. Scooped up. Going the other way. It's blocked by Boogie. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Hayward. Turned away by Cousins.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Inside, he scores.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Nothing going here on that drive. Green to Durant. From long range. And Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Possession lies with Golden State. Durant. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Brown with it up top. Up by 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. Irving no good with the shot there. Hayward to Irving. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
And Steph, he can make that shot with his eyes closed. Wide open, knocks down the three.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. And the basket good at the rim.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Irving brings the ball up court. He was hacked. They let it go. Thompson to bring it into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Thompson. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
And Kyrie Irving, odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open three is good.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
That misses with a second to go. That's it for the first quarter. The Celtics have the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Deep left corner. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Trying to cash in and 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Rozier with it. He'll run the offense. To Marcus Smart. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Livingston to Thompson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Celtics have it. Rejected by Green.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
4-3. Not getting the bounce. Green goes to the left side. Livingston to Thompson. Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest. Rozier into the front court. Down by 1. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And the finish at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Stuffs it down with authority. Man, that was sweet.
It's all about that first step, and it's all about angles. Look at the way he got his shoulders through the angle of the defender. That first step was great, but those shoulders getting through, that was a difference.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's Steph at the controls. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one. Jay, he might be small, but against bigger and more athletic guards, how does he find a way to get it done?
Well, how about this? Last year, he shot 42% from behind the three-point line. That's his second lowest three-point shooting field goal percentage since he's been in the league. That's called first-class problems. And what that does, every time you step your foot over half court with unlimited range, it forces the defense to pick you up even quicker, which allows him way more room to operate. On the offensive end.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. He's going to play the matchup. Brad Stevens making some moves. Hayward.
2 minutes remaining in the
Not going to have it this time.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Irving to Horford. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Durant with the basketball up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jim.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Hayward. Oh, blocked by Green.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Irving. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Curry, that's how you defend. To Horford. Oh, he blocked it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Kyrie Irving for two. Ah, tough shot. Hand in his face, he makes them pay.
Hey, when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Thompson. Good offense beating good defense.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Time expires to end the first half. The Warriors with the lead.
The number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors. The Celtics would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Fast break points.
Here's a team that might just be one or two adjustments away from what's needed to turn things around. They still have time to make up for a lackluster first half.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Have the basketball. Curry to Green. Durant. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
To Hayward. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Gets it in the left corner. To Horford. Turned away by Cousins.
And it's not just about blocking shots. It's about the physicality of the game.
How about stuffs it down with authority? Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Golden State at the controls. Curry buries it.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Rejected by Thompson.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Irving with the basketball. Trailing by 14. Irving to Hayward. Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. And Cousins throwing it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, You have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Durant across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down a bundle. Irving, count the basket.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Warriors basketball.
I got blocked.
Durant. Smothering D. Inside, he scores.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
With another basket there.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Curry. Durant. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably
Talking substitutions. Hayward knocked loose. Warriors have it. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His team on top by 13. Kyrie. A fundamental shot right there. If he keeps playing like this, we all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court with saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala, both on and off the court.
KD with the rock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Jaylen Brown. To Hayward. To Irving. 5 on the shot clock. Rejected by Green. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Hayward. They need something. To go down. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Hayward. And drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's denied by Horford.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
That one also no good. That ends the third quarter. The Warriors with the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter. Is underway. Kyrie with the rock. Knocked loose.
Get over.
To Irving. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Here's Irving into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Oh, he had him there for a second. So Horford. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket. To Green. To Cousins. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both. And you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Boston with the basketball. Work it down to Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Curry to Thompson. Here's a chance from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
To Cousins. Beyond the arc for 3. That won't go. Another shot won't go either. Irving to Jaylen Brown. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Curry. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball at every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Able to convert on both free throws. Celtics have it. Hayward. The drive, right to the basket. Cousins up to block the shot.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a problem city.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Terrific vision. Tatum's shot no good. Durant with the basketball up top. Leads forward. Durant. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Knocked loose. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for Golden State, number 30, Stephen Curry.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots each and every one of them.
Misses the first. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Thompson to bring it into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse, to kick out for, guess what, another one.
It's Golden State basketball. Takes advantage inside after the miss from the perimeter.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Horford. Driving right to the basket. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Durant across the timeline. Rim. Big finish.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
And too much contact.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Durant. Has a chance, count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had
and a putback.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Kevin Durant has it. Fires the three. The hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Tatum, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Offensive board. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.